Hi my dear students, how are you? I hope you're fine. Today's lesson is a revision on lesson 24. Let's start with grammar as usual. Making comparisons, it's an easy lesson really. Comparative and superlative. Comparative, let's start with comparative. Comparative, okay? When we compare between two things, to persons, to people, or to animals and so on. If the adjective is short, only we add er then. For example, when we say taller than, louder than, greater than, larger than, and so on. Okay? If it is long adjective, we use more than. For example, if the adjective is long, long means consists of two syllables or more. When like what? Like expensive, exciting, interesting, and so on. Comparative, we use more interesting than, more exciting than, more dangerous than, more frightening than, and so on. Okay? This is about comparative. What about superlative? Superlative, when we compare between two or more, one and a group. Okay? So what we do? If the adjective is short, we use the plus short adjective plus est. For example, the tallest, the shortest, the biggest, the for example, the busiest, the heaviest, and so on. Now, what about long adjective? Long adjective that consists of more than two syllables or two syllables or more, like exciting, interesting, and so on. We use the most plus long adjective. The most interesting, the most exciting, the most beautiful, and so on. Okay? Understood now? Yes, let's answer. Circle the comparative or superlative form, okay, of the adjectives that best completes each sentence. Number one, I have a biggest car than you. So here, the keyword, if you find the, okay, also it's a comparative, adjective plus er. So here, the correct answer is bigger than. Okay? Yes. Number two. That was the strangest thing that I have ever seen. Here, after the, so adjective plus est, strangest. Number three. If you look closer, you can see the ocean from here. If you look here, we have if you look, you can see the sea from here. If you look closest or closer here, no the, so it's closer. Someone can say to Mr. Here we don't have okay, we don't have then, so also it's a closer. Why? Because what do I want to mean is if you look closer, you can see the ocean from here means if you look closer this time than the last time, for example. Okay, so it's closer. Number four, that was the, here we have the, so bumpiest or pumpier car drive ever. Here we have the, so it's yes, short adjective plus est, bumpiest. Number five, you show the, pay attention, gentler or gentlest touch when handling the baby. Here, if we have the, so use adjective plus est, it will be gentlest. Number six, that mouse is the, also we have the, so adjective plus est, tinier or tiniest, it will be tiniest. So that mouse is the tiniest I have ever seen. Here I compare between that mouse and all the other mice. Okay. Number seven, my pool is shallower than yours. So here we have that, so it's shallower, er then. Okay, yes, excellent. Number 8, the map we printed out is simpler than the one provided at the park. Here we have than, so er than, adjective plus er than. Number 9, my travel bag is heavier than yours. We have than, so adjective plus er, heavier than. Number 10, that is the shinier car in the lot or the parking. Here, that is the, yes, we have the, so short adjective plus est, shiniest. I have the worst head cold right now. Here the, so the plus est, but here this is irregular adjective. Bad, worse than the worst. Bad, worse than the worst. Also, so it's here it's the, so the worst. So we have irregular. The most common irregular adjective are bad and good. Bad, worse than the worst, and the good, better than the best. Okay. Number 12, I have the best or better basketball game I have ever played. Here I had the best. Yes. Number 13, that test is most important than playing video games. Here we have than. If you have than, so we use comparative in long adjective, important, 3 syllables, so it's long adjective. We use more, so more important than. Number 14, you are space generous. You are, as we say, you are most generous. Okay, most generous. Number 15, that is the happier child I have ever seen. If you look at this structure, I have ever seen, I have ever, and the verb plus past participle, so it's always superlative. And also we have the. Okay, this is or that is plus the or superlative, and then I have ever seen, I have ever played, I have ever watched, and so on. Okay, so the happiest. Exercise B. Exercise B, rewrite each sentence below using the comparative or superlative form of the adjective in parentheses. Okay. Number 1, the fish I caught is big than the one you caught. If you look here, big, then, so it's a comparative. Okay, so if you want to use comparative, ask yourself first, is the adjective short or long? Big is short adjective, so we add er. But here big, okay, ends with vowel plus consonant. I is vowel, G is consonant, so vowel plus consonant, we double the last letter, so it will be double G-E-R. Okay. Number 2, that is the small umbrella I have ever seen. Here that is the. After the, use short adjective plus est. Yes, small, it will be smallest. Small, it will be smallest. Okay, est. Number 3, she is the pretty girl I have ever seen. She is the pretty girl I have ever seen. Here the, so it's a superlative. Pretty is short adjective, so we add iest. But here it ends in y. Drop or cancel y, add I, and then add est. Number 4, my friend is fabulous than yours. Fabulous. Yes, 3 syllables, so it's long. And here we have then, so comparative in long adjective, so we use more, so it will be more, and then the word fabulous. Okay. more fabulous than. Number 5. That building is large than the one next to it. Here we have than, so we add er, but here it's because large is short adjective, so short adjective we add er, but here it ends in e, only add r, larger. Number 6. Who has the easy job in our family? Here easy, short adjective, and we have the, so it's superlative. Okay, so it's the easiest. Drop y, add iest. Number 7. Do you think screwdriver is useful than hammer? Here we have than, so it's comparative. Useful, long adjective, so if it is long adjective we use more long adjective than, so it will be more useful than, okay. Number 8. The television looks big at the store than it does in my living room. Here also we have than, so it's a comparative, big, short adjective, so it will be bigger than. Okay, only add the adjective big, as we said before, double G and then er. Okay, understood this? Yes. Exercise C. Fill in the blank with the correct comparative form. I need here comparative only, okay, of the adverb. The adverb like adjective. If the adverb is short, we add er, okay, in comparative. If the adverb is long, we use more plus long adverb, okay. Here, he arrived space than expected. Use early. Early is short or long? Ask yourself. Early is short, so it will be yes, and we have then, so it will be earlier. What will you do? Yes, drop y and add ier. Okay. Number 2. Wait a minute. Okay. Yes. Number 2. We walked than the rest of the people. Here we have than, so we have here slowly, so it's long adverb, so we use more long adverb than, so it will be more slowly than, okay. Understood this? Yes. Number 3. They called us space in the afternoon late. The in comparative it will be, it's short, so it will be, we add er, but here it ends in e, so only we add r, later in. Number 4. My mother and my sister took the space than the other guest. Here we have loudly, it's long adverb, so long adverb, so we are going to use more. Yes, we are going to use more, okay, more loudly than. Number 5. He hit his arm space than before. Then hard, short adverb, so we are going to use hard plus er. It will be harder than, harder. The Spanish athlete ran speed than the other runners. Fast, it will be faster. It's short, only we add er. Number 7. Jim threw the ball speed than Peter. Here far, it's short, but it's irregular. It will be farther, okay, farther than. Number 8. We answered all the questions speed than the other students. Well, Well, it's an adverb, but it's one of the irregular adverb, like good. Okay, we are going to treat well like good. Good, better than, the best. Also here, well, better than, the best. So here it will be better than. Pay attention to this, important. Number 9, our new teacher explains the exercises is better than our old teacher. Here badly, two syllables, so it's long. So here we use more. Why? It's long, so it will be more badly than. The new mechanic checked the car speed than the old mechanic thoroughly. It's long, so we are going to use more. So it's more thoroughly than the old mechanic. Okay? So we have finished grammar. Now spelling. As usual, before starting answering the first exercise, let's see the new vocab. Transform, deject, distract, detour, transmit, default, describe, defend, transplant, descend. Transform means to change something greatly. Change. So transform means to transform into, means to change into. Deject means to make somebody sad or upset or angry. Distract means to destroy, or to make distraction. Detour means an alternate route or deviation. When I say this road was blocked, so we used another detour. Transmit means to pass on from place or from person. So transmit means to move from a place to another, and so on, or to pass on from a place or from a person to another person, or from a place to another place, and so on. Number 6, default. What happens if someone doesn't do something? Or it can be also default. It's a noun. It's absence, or it can be meant error, or it means weakness. Number 7, describe means to explain what something is like. Defend, to keep safe from something. It's known. Transplant. Transplant means to move from one location to another location. Or we can say, my friend is going to have an operation. He is going to transplant his, for example, any organ from his body to another person. He is going to transplant, his, for example, his kidney to his father, for example, and so on. Number 10, descend. Descend means to go down or to climb down the stairs, and so on. So when I say be careful while you're descending the stairs. Let's answer. Exercise A, fill in the gaps. Number 1, I will space that house into a toy store. If you have into, pay attention to this, we use transform into. So we are going to transform that house into a toy store. Transform means we are going to change that house into a toy store. Number 2, the sad news will space the boy, so it will be deject. Deject means it will make the boy angry or upset or sad, and so on. Number 3, they will space the rocket after its launch. They will distract. They will distract. Number 4, We took a space to avoid the traffic. We took transmit or detour. It's yes, detour means another route. The last one, I think it's known, towers, space cell phone signal, so transmit. Okay, exercise B. Exercise B, fill in the gaps, defend, default, transplant, describe, descend. Number 1. He forfeited. Forfeit means gave up or surrender or stop the game. So I won by, yes, X by default, by mistake, by error, by default, and so on. Okay. Number 2 is based to me in detail what he looked like. So it's describe to me. Describe to me. Describe to me. Okay. So here, wait. It will be described to me. Okay. In detail what he looked like. Number 3. D here must be capitalized in the beginning of the sentence. Number 3. We will space the castle against enemies. Against enemies we will, yes, defend. We will defend. Okay. Number 4. Space the towers to the other garden. Yes. Move the flowers. Or we can say in other word, yes, transplant. Okay. Yes. She will also must be capitalized in the beginning of the sentence. She will space down the stairs. As we said, she will descend down or go down. Okay. Yes. Okay. We have finished exercise A and B. Now exercise C, choose the correct answer. But before choose the correct answer, we are going to read the new words. Derail, defrost, transcript, deploy, dethrone, deodorize, transatlantic, decompose, decrease, transaction. Derail means to cause, to run over track. When I say the train derailed its route, okay, and caused an accident. Number 2, defrost. Defrost means to remove ice, or okay, to remove ice. Number 3, transcript, a written record or exact copy. Number 4, deploy means to set up or to build or to spread out. So deploy means when I say the army deployed the troops. Deploy the troops means spread the troops or the soldiers. Number 5, dethrone. Dethrone means remove a sovereign from power. Also it means discrown. Remove someone from the power. Remove the king from his place, for example, and so on. Deodorize means neutralize or remove an offensive odor, means to remove a bad or unpleasant odor or smell. Okay, remove an offensive or bad or unpleasant odor or smell. Transatlantic means crossing the Atlantic Ocean or through the Atlantic Ocean. Decompose means to decay or become rotten. Decrease, to become less in size or amount. Transaction, an exchange between two or more parties. Exercise C. Let's answer exercise C. Choose the correct answer. Broken tracks can cause a train to default, describe, derail. Yes, it's derail. Excellent. Number 2. Put frozen food on the counter. Why? To space it. To defrost, defend, descend. Yes, frozen, so to defrost. Number 3. I typed a space of the doctor's recording, so transmit, transcript, transform. It's, yes, transcript. 4. They will space the troops in the war zone. Troops, soldiers. So, deject, default, deploy. Yes, excellent, it's deploy. Deploy means to spread the troops. Number 5, the rebels plan to space the king. The king, so transmit, default, dethrone, it's, yes, dethrone. The king means remove the king from his kingdom or from his place. Number 6, she will space the diaper pail. Here, transcript, deodorize, derail. Yes, deodorize, to remove the bad odor or smell or the unpleasant odor. Number 7, the space flight flew over the ocean. Transmit, default, transatlantic. So the transatlantic flight. Number 8, rotten apples space quickly in the heat. Rotten apples, yes, decompose, transcript, dethrone, yes, it's decompose. Rainfall will space and eventually stop. Rainfall will deodorize, decrease, transatlantic, yes, it's decrease. Number 10, I completed the space with the cashier. Transaction, transmit, transform. Yes, it's a transaction. Now we have finished our revision. I wish you are very well. I hope you understood, and good luck.